Right, students. So I told you that hydrogenation may be of two types. When you see this kind of slides, which I have shown you in my last presentation also, there is no double bond in final product. This is total hydrogenation, right? But unfortunately, there are certain cases where there are partial hydrogenation. You can see over here the partial hydrogenation, right? So at first position it is okay, but look at position number 2 and position number 3. So this is some challenging thing. Partial hydrogenation is not good. Why? Because it leads to the production of certain trans fatty acids. Trans fatty acids, just need to understand that they are just like saturated fat. It is not good. So because I have written over here that they are just like they reduce the level of HDL, which is a good cholesterol. So always remember that trans fat, wherever it is written, it is not good. I think you know that in most of the food products, packed food products which are being sold, or snacks which are being sold there, it is clearly mentioned 0% trans fat or this much percent of trans fat. So if you see the products, certain products I am just showing you out over here, I'm much interested in showing you out this. Right. So just see there, if this is written in over there, for example, total fat 20 gram, saturated fat is this much, and trans fat is 0 gram. I mean, this is okay, this is fine. Saturated होना जरूरी भी है, because वो baked products without saturated fat के नहीं बन सकते. Sorry. Okay, now you can see this one. You are purchasing biscuits, chips, etc., etc. I'll be just showing. Yeah, peanut butter, hydrogenated, sugar, canola, soybean, cottonseed oil, salt, molasses. So you can go through the components which are being used in that food product. Fine. So this is again one such example: saturated fat, total fat, trans fat, cholesterol. So just see, if trans fat is there, don't purchase that product. If cholesterol is there, don't purchase that product. Now second is oxidation. Because of oxidation, dear students, most of the students fell ill or are getting food poisoning cases, because the roadside products, they are using the oils regularly for frying. So that causes, the reaction, the oxidation, right? And this oxidation causes the change of small changes in fatty acids and other small molecules. To This causes the smelling very bad, and you can understand the butter also goes oxidate after oxidizing, it stinks very badly. So that is why sometimes people are preferring solid fats, because they are less easily oxidized. However, open oil, I mean liquid oil, is easily oxidizable. This is what happened when you are using oxidation. Certain kind of products which are being formed, they are not being named, but there are certain small products which are being formed, and due to these small products which are having a fatty acid component in it, oxidized fatty acid, so they lead to the production of certain stinky molecules, the one which is smelling bad. You have seen carboxylic acid so far, but you are now seeing so many of oxidized product over here. All right. So saponification I have already discussed, students, so I'm not going to describe it again and again. When I'm going to produce a hydrolytic reaction, see, if I add three molecules of hot water over here, right? So what will be produced? Soap and glycerol. So same soap which I have told you, carboxylate ion and glycerol, right? So the carboxylate ion जब भी बनेगा, that is going to lead to the formation of soap. Now I'll be starting with phospholipids and glycolipids, right? So you don't need to be worried too much about it. It is again another type of fats and lipids which I'll be discussing in my morning class also. So by that time you can go through these presentation. Thank you.